People who quit their jobs on the first day. What was your I'm out of here moment? I got hired at this upscale dog grooming salon that catered to wealthy clients in the ritzy part of town, with an interior that looked more like a luxury spa than a place where dogs get haircuts. I was desperate for work after being laid off from my previous job, and the hourly rate was surprisingly good. During the interview, the owner, a woman in her 50s named Vivian, who spoke with what I'm pretty sure was a fake French accent, boasted about her celebrity clientele and how her business was featured in some prestigious pet magazine I'd never heard of. She kept dropping names of famous people whose dogs she'd groomed, making me promise not to tell anyone about her A-list clients. I nodded along, thinking it was just typical small business exaggeration. My first day started with Vivian handing me a leather-bound rulebook that was literally thicker than a phone book. The cover had gold embossing that read, "The Parisian Way." She instructed me to read it cover to cover within my first week, but wanted to highlight the most critical sections immediately. One entire chapter was titled Client-Appropriate Conversation Topics, with detailed approved discussion points for different dog breeds. I thought she was joking at first, but her face remained deadly serious as she flipped through the pages. Golden Retriever owners typically enjoy discussing vacation homes, sailing, and private schools, she explained, adjusting her pearl necklace. Poodle parents prefer conversations about art galleries, wine tastings, and European travel. Chihuahua owners respond well to celebrity gossip and fashion trends, while Bulldog parents appreciate sports and automotive discussions. She continued through about 15 more breeds, each with their own conversation manual. There was even a section on forbidden topics, including politics, religion, and, oddly specific, chicken farming. Next, Vivian handed me a laminated script I needed to memorize for greeting each type of dog. Male dogs were to be addressed as Sir, followed by a play on their name. Females were Madame or Mademoiselle, depending on whether they were spayed. The standard greeting for male dogs was, "Hello, distinguished Sir Barks-a-Lot. Welcome to your pampering session at Parisian Elegance. We are honored by your presence." Each greeting ended with a little bow. For female dogs, the script included a curtsy and compliment about their appearance. "Mademoiselle Fluffington, you are looking particularly radiant today. Your fur has such a magnificent sheen." I started to wonder if I was on a hidden camera show, but Vivian continued with complete seriousness, demonstrating the proper bow depth for different sized dogs. "Smaller dogs require a deeper bow, as you must ensure eye contact at their level to establish trust," she explained, performing an almost 90-degree bend at the waist toward an imaginary chihuahua. The salon was divided into stations named after Parisian landmarks. The bathing area was the Seine, the drying section Montmartre, and the cutting station Champs-Élysées. Vivian insisted we use these names exclusively. We never say, "I'm going to wash the dog now." Instead, we announced, "Sir Woofington will now enjoy the refreshing waters of the Seine." Each station had its own script and protocols. At the Seine, we were required to narrate the bathing process to the dog in a soothing voice, describing the organic handcrafted shampoos being used. "This rosemary and mint infusion will invigorate your undercoat while providing a natural flea deterrent," was one of many lines I was expected to memorize. The final straw came when Vivian demonstrated the client departure protocol. It involved lining up all available staff to form an honor guard as the dog and owner left. We were to bow in unison while saying au revoir and presenting the dog with a branded organic dog biscuit on a silver platter. She insisted we referred to the owners exclusively as pet parents, while addressing the dogs directly as our esteemed guests. The dogs were the true clients, she emphasized repeatedly, and the humans were merely their chaperones. When Vivian stepped away to take what she dramatically described as an urgent call from a very important client, I overheard her ordering lunch. I looked around at the other groomers. They were all performing these ridiculous rituals with straight faces, bowing to a Pomeranian and reciting the scripts verbatim. I quietly hung up my embroidered Parisian Elegance apron, grabbed my bag, and slipped out the door. On my way out, I passed a woman entering with a bedazzled Yorkie wearing what appeared to be a tiny tiara. I'm all for treating animals well, but I draw the line at curtsying to a Shih Tzu and pretending that dogs care about the origin story of their organic shampoo.